Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're not new, you may have noticed that my name has changed from No Way to Live to New Way to Live. And my focus here is not my journey to lose 100 pounds, 10 pounds at a time. This is now my quest to a healthier me and finding my purpose or purposes in life. This video is going to be a couple parts. It's going to be over a couple of parts. The first part is going to be, what the heck am I doing? Where the heck have I been? Where did my videos go? If you're not new here, you may have noticed that a lot of my videos are gone, and that's because they are on private. So the first thing that I want to talk about is, what the heck am I doing? Where have I been? And why am I changing my focus? The last time that I made a video about my weight loss, it was a few months ago, and I was talking about doing metabolic research in preparation for bariatric surgery. And the day after I posted that video, I completely went off of the rails. I no longer felt comfortable getting on camera talking about what I'm doing to prepare for bariatric surgery, because in reality, I wasn't doing anything. So I stepped away from metabolic research. I have been seeing a therapist since that day. I'm getting my mindset right, and now I feel like I'm finally ready to come on here and talk about what the heck I'm doing and where I'm going. I am scheduled for bariatric surgery, and today is Monday. My surgery is scheduled for Thursday. I fly out on Wednesday. The bariatric surgery that I'm getting is the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, or the VSG, where they go in and remove up to 85% of your stomach to help you lose weight rapidly. The reason why I chose bariatric surgery is because everything else that I have done over the years is not working. Does it work? Yes. Counting calories works. Weight Watchers works. All of these diets, keto, they all work, but they have not been working for me. Over the years, I have jacked up my metabolism from yo-yo dieting so much that this is what I need for me right now. And that's really all I have to say about that. I'm not seeking validation from anybody. I'm not here to say, hey, if you're wanting to lose weight, go get this surgery done. This is just what I'm doing. And I'm going to share my journey the best that I can with what I'm doing. Where am I having the bariatric surgery and why I chose the location I chose? I am having my surgery in Tijuana, Mexico, at a clinic called Pompeii Surgical Center. When I was researching the best place to have this procedure done, I had taken a couple things into consideration. One was that I've tried to have the surgery done twice in the States, and both times due to insurance issues, whether it be the insurance didn't want to cover it, or whether it be the doctor's not returning paperwork in a timely manner. The cost of the testing was astronomical. Whatever the reasons were, both times failed, and I was never able to proceed with the procedure in the States. Upon researching the cash price of this procedure and other weight loss surgeries in the States, you're looking at paying anywhere from $15,000 upwards in cash. If you have a really good insurance, you may still pay $5,000 out of pocket. I don't have that kind of insurance. And the place that I chose is the place that's going to suit me the best and my financial needs the best. The total price out of pocket that I'm paying for the procedure, plus the airfare, and anything that I needed to prepare for this procedure is still less than what I would have paid out of pocket in the States. And I'm going to get more into that in another video. I know that a lot of people, family and friends included, have these ideas of what going to surgery in Mexico is like. It's nothing like that. You're not going to get kidnapped by the cartel. They're not going to remove your kidneys. Medical tourism in Mexico and other countries, in fact, Turkey, Dominican Republic, medical tourism is a really big thing. And it is really big because the healthcare in the States is so expensive. And it's less expensive in these other countries because you are paying with US dollars that are worth more to them than their own money. They tend to take care of you a little better, if that makes sense. The level of care, and not all places, not all of the clinics are like this, but the level of care that you receive out of country tends to be higher quality than what you would receive in the States. I have not gone and had my procedure yet, so I'm not going to speak any more on that until I actually have it and I have my experience. And then that'll be another part of the video. So the next part of this video is what I have been doing to prepare for this. I've been preparing for this for months, both emotionally, physically, and trying to get all of my stuff together to get ready to go. And over the last 2-3 weeks, I've been on my liquid pre-op diet. Anybody who knows anything about pre-op diets, whether it be from a weight loss surgery or if you have a planned C-section, you can't eat up to a certain point. Whatever pre-op diet you have experience with, they're all pretty much the same. For the last 2 weeks, I've been on an all liquid diet. And by all liquid, I mean like chicken broth, protein shakes, sugar-free Jell-O, sugar-free pudding. I can have fat-free, sugar-free, like plain Greek yogurt, or fat-free cottage cheese, which I'm trying not to load up on the dairy because it kind of messes with my stomach a little bit. So I'm sticking to the basics: water, Crystal Lights, soups that have been drained. For the first week of my 2-week pre-op, I was able to have 4 ounces of meat per day. And then the second week, which is this past week, they wanted me to take out the 4 ounces of meat. And I'm going to be completely honest. I have not done this pre-op diet 100%. I'd say that I'm probably 85-90% following it. I say this because over the last several days, I have had grilled chicken, just grilled chicken, a couple days out of the week because I feel like I'm not getting enough to eat. Sugar-free Jell-O, you can only eat so much Jell-O. And I'm going to have to eat it over the next 2 weeks anyway. So you can only eat so much Jell-O. You can only eat so much sugar-free pudding. The chicken broth, it can only go so far. And yeah, there's no reason why you can't do this. Everyone who goes through this pre-op diet is different. This is just what's working for me. So I'm sticking to the pre-op diet the best that I can. But I've still carried over my 4 ounces of lean meat. And every surgeon is different. So if you are currently going through the weight loss surgery pre-op diet and you're like, hey, my surgeon said XYZ, my surgeon said ABC, that's your surgeon and you need to follow what your surgeon says. This is what my surgeon has said to do for the pre-op diet. So right now I'm nearing the end of my 2-week pre-op diet and I'm getting ready to go into the actual procedure. We are flying out on Wednesday morning. And my surgery is scheduled for Thursday. I don't know what time yet. I'm going to try to get as much footage as I can while I'm there and update as much as I can, because I know that this video is kind of like a what happened. All of a sudden, I went from talking about maybe getting the surgery to I'm having it done in 2 days. I can see the confusion there. If you are thinking about getting weight loss surgery, I definitely recommend a couple things, especially if you're thinking about getting it in another country. Research. I have been doing this research for what feels like a little less than a year specifically. Find a center that really speaks to you. If you're spiritual or you're religious, pray on it, and if it does not call to you, don't go there. If you're not spiritual, you're not religious, join all the Facebook groups that they have, all the social media groups they have, follow them on YouTube. get opinions, and not just the opinions from people who are in the groups, but they are usually also what are called uncensored groups, which are patients who feel more, they feel like they're able to say things more freely in that group. You may get a little bit more of the other side opinions, more of the negative opinions than just positive, because there's negatives and positives to both sides, and you want to make sure you have both sides. Don't tell everybody, unless you are somebody who just genuinely does not give a crap about what anyone else thinks. You might want to keep it to yourself, other than some immediate family, some very close friends, because there are a lot of judgmental people out there. One of the things that I thought was I was going to have a ton of support, and the people who I thought that I was going to have the support from initially, I did not receive that support from them. And I had to say, hey, look, I'm doing this, whatever. From that point, I'm choosing who I tell and who I don't tell until I come back. It is what it is. It's my life. It's my quest. You have to make that decision on who you're going to tell and who you're not going to tell. Make sure that your spouse or your partner are on board with everything that you are doing. And when I say on board, I really mean you want to make sure that your spouse or your partner, you have their full support if you're in a relationship. If you don't have their full support now, you're not going to have their full support later on, and we don't know how that's going to end up. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. I've just seen so many people who have been there say, I'm going to have this surgery. My spouse isn't supportive. My partner, my husband, my wife, they don't want me to go through with it. Find out why. Go to therapy if you need to. If you need to go see a couples counselor to find out why they're not supportive and to get them on board, find out why. But if you are not on the same page with your partner or your spouse from the beginning, or at least in the same chapter, knowing that you can eventually get on the same page, you're going to have some struggles. Go see a counselor by yourself. If you are an emotional eater or you have other things that lead you to yo-yo dieting, if you have trauma in your past, if you're not sure if this is the right move for you, find somebody to talk to work through those thoughts with, whether it be a supportive best friend, a licensed professional. Find someone to talk to. It never hurts to talk to. You don't have to go to them every week. You don't have to go to them once a month. Just find somebody to talk to work through those things. Because if you are not in the right mental mindset before going for any major procedure like this, then you're not going to succeed. And if you go into this anxious and nervous and not prepared mentally, it's going to cause trouble down the road. And that's the biggest piece of advice that I have is, after you do your research, speak to somebody. Speak to a licensed professional if you have to, or a best friend that you really trust. If you have a best friend that you really trust who is totally on board with this, make sure that they are doing the research with you. In my particular situation, my best friend has joined all the Facebook groups that I've joined. She's done all of the research that I've done. She's researched more. She is on top of this, already finding recipes for things that we can eat afterwards and things that we can make together, taking her lunch to work with her so that she can start making healthy changes with me. She is on top of this. She's going to have my children in her care while I'm gone. That is how on top of this she is. If you don't have a friend like that, get you one. It's a game changer. I know I didn't have any notes for this, so I might have been rambling a little bit. Bottom of the line is I'm having weight loss surgery, the VSG, in 3 days now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days now. That's what the heck I'm doing. Channel name has changed. It's no longer No Way to Live because it's now New Way to Live. This is going to be my quest to regain my life, to find my life's purpose while losing weight and figuring out what the heck I want to do with my life. A lot of people don't realize that when you're overweight, you have certain limitations when it comes to career choices, when it comes to promotions, when it comes to doing things with your kids. There are limitations there. And I'm going to get rid of those limitations, and I'm going to spend the next year, next 9 months or so, focusing on me and my family and figuring out what the heck I'm going to do with my life. So there you have it. That's what I'm doing. Like I said, this is going to be a 2 or 3 part video. Part 1, what the heck am I doing? I'm having weight loss surgery in 3 days. I've just finished my pre-op diet. And I've changed my channel name. If you want to stick around, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for mine and my besties FabFitFun videos that we've been putting out. We might even add some other subscription boxes in there. If you have anything weight loss or health related, share them in the comments. If you are also on a journey, share it in the comments. I'm going to link some information to the surgical center that I chose that I will talk about later. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye, YouTube.